Hi Capricorn, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and this is your January reading. So, happy birthday, happy new year. I just want to say thank you for all the support everyone's given me over the last year. I really do appreciate it. So, we're going to get into your reading. Now, we have the Eight of Pentacles underneath the deck. Yeah, this is talking about you refining something, you working on something. So the energy, the overall energy for you guys this month is about working on something, but it's not just about working on things that feed you. It's not just about creating money to go along. It's like you're looking for something that feeds your soul. You're looking for something deeper. You're looking for something that you can do while you make money and feel that depth to it. And this is highlighted because your first card into the reading is the Knave of Pentacles. Now he is talking about, now the Knave is a young energy, so he is more of this energy of, so he's grown from here. So we've got the 8 here, and now then it goes 9, 10, then we've got the Knave, the Knight, the Queen, the King. So here is the Knave, and he has this energy of wanting to discover, wanting to learn, wanting to find out what his soul purpose is, wanting to discover what he wants to do. It's almost a case of he's turning his back on the average kind of Joe, kind of cornucopia life, and he wants to look for something more. He's looking into the future. He's looking for some way to expand his soul. He's looking for somewhere to think, yeah, this is what I want to learn. This is what I want to discover. This is who I want to be. So, your other card in the past row is the Knave of Cups. Now in this deck, the Knave of Cups is pulling himself back from a situation. He's cutting himself off emotionally. He's turning his back. He's a little bit more on the darker side of his emotions. He's not happy. And this turtle is like, it talks about an old soul. It talks about saying, it says that this person has an old soul, and it's like almost like in the same way a turtle would retreat if it's not feeling happy or if it feels threatened. It's like you're cutting off your emotions this month. You're deciding to cut yourself off from something because you're feeling like you feel like it's making you vulnerable, and you don't want to be vulnerable. It's like you've got your cloak up, your back to it, and that's almost the equivalent of going into your shell, into your turtle shell. So emotionally, you're not wanting to participate. It's almost like you're more about this soul growth. So underneath that, for the past row as well, we have the 5 of Swords. Now this talks about a victory for you, but it also talks about a victory where you feel like you've lost something, and that's almost why you're cutting yourself off. It's like you've won, you've passed this test, but you feel like or you could be the person that feels like somebody's just had victory over you, or maybe they've had victory over you for a while, and now you want to cut yourself off emotionally from that and go and search for this thing that's in the future, this goal, this soul purpose. Yeah. So we then move on to the center row, which would be the present row, and we have the 3 of Swords. Now in this 3 of Swords, it's like you've been hurt, you've been battered, you've been abused, and it's like you're saying to yourself, how much more am I going to take of this? How much more can I allow one person to use this as target practice? How much more can I keep myself in a situation where I'm feeling this hurt all the time? And it doesn't have to be love. It can be in any area of your life where you're feeling like, you know, you just want to find something new. You could be feeling like people are having you under their thumb, or you could be feeling like you have to win at any cost, but you don't want to play that game. Yeah. So it's talking about not allowing people to attack your heart, not allowing people, or keeping yourself in a situation. It's like you want to look for something more. So next to that, we have the Five of Pentacles. And this Five of Pentacles is saying to just release some of that guilt. There's no need to carry on with that guilt. There's no need to carry around this worry. It's just about getting on with life and about realizing that some certain times situations happen. But what is in the center of your reading is the Seven of Swords. Now this talks about something sneaky going on under the surface. We do have justice next to it, so I'm not so worried, because whatever wrong was wronged is going to be rewritten or wrote right again. Sorry, bad English. Anyway, so we have this thing that's going on under the surface, but this card says that if you want to as well, it's also very easy to kind of clear this up emotionally. It's very easy to say to yourself, to clear this up underneath the surface. This isn't a situation that everybody has to know about. I feel like this is something underneath the surface that can be cleaned up quite quickly. And underneath that, you have the Moon card, and this is you being led by your psyche. This is you being led by your intuition. This is you accessing certain dreams. This is you being guided. You're being pulled in a sense, and it's like you already know this situation. You know it's going on. You already know, and in a sense that could be leading to that heartbreak and feeling like you're keeping yourself in a situation that you know is not really good for you, because she's like empowered here. She has this light for guidance. She has a bowl. She is open, and she is able to lead herself, or he. It doesn't have to be gender specific. So it's also about feeling connected to that moon and being drawn to do certain things, or to recognize or to see behind certain situations. So in the center of row going across, then we've got this you holding on to your feelings, like really, because you're feeling kind of vulnerable in a situation, which is understandable because you know that something could be going on below the surface. But then you have this justice that brings about justice and fairness for all parties. It brings about a sense of completion. It can be about contracts. It can be about negotiations that kind of are dealt with on more of an equal footing, so that you don't have to carry this guilt, or you can release some of that guilt. Why are you carrying that guilt anyway? Because the way it seems like is somebody's doing this energy to you. We also have, this card also says, like, this card also says that it's about allowing others to help you sometimes. It's like people can maybe see you in this situation and they want to help you. They want to reach out to you. But it could be hard to do that for them. So we also have underneath that the King of Swords. And he knows that this storm's coming. He's prepared for this storm. He's like, when it comes, I'm just going to weather it. I'm just going to brave myself and battle this storm. He's like, that storm better just go through me. But there's also another sense with this card that he's cutting himself off from help. People don't know how to help him because he's a very proud person, or she is a very proud person. And people can see that they're about to go through this storm and want to be there to support them as well. So it could be saying that, yeah, there's a lot of people ready to support you in your journey this month, Capricorn. And I feel like that is an important message, because your plain oracle card is the Two of Diamonds. Now, this one talks about rivalry, and it talks about a situation that comes to a head in terms of it's so much of a rival that it pushes you into a new beginning. It pushes you into a change of tactic, yeah? And that could be what's pushing you into this soul growth, wanting to look for something more, wanting to look for your life purpose and work on that. We have the ancestor who speaks of circles and cycles. So your ancestors are saying to you that there seems to be a little situation or a cycle that you are in, yeah? And it's asking you to look at that in a healthy way and to discover something new about yourself that you probably didn't know before this cycle. So now on the hindsight, it's asking you to look back. And I'm saying hindsight because I feel like as the month progresses, you do complete it, because here again, we have 5, which is attachment, but this is good on it in reverse, because this is saying there's a lot of changes as well. 5 is about change, it's about transformation, it's about travel, it's about it's about disruptions. But I feel like these disruptions are to push you more towards your soul purpose and to push you more towards soul growth. But what this card is actually saying is that you see this chain she has here tying her to a situation. The mask come off and the chain has been cut. So this is saying that you are ending these cycles. So it works well with the ancestor card, because the ancestors are telling you to look out for these cycles, and you're saying, yes, I'm on it. I'm cutting chains here. I'm cutting cords. I'm releasing myself from anything that has me in this kind of cyclic energy or vibration. We also have, as your final card, talking of cycles and the moon and things, that is a very cycle card as well. But I like that she's become, or he's become, aware of this cycle. They have their light there. Yeah, that's what they need to guide them through the dark, because the moon's, there's no street lamps. It's about being guided by your own intuition. Yeah. So cycles, you have new waxing moon, conception, inner self, and expansion. So what this is saying is that it's a very much connected to your inner cycle at the moment, but this is a good cycle. This is a cycle with the moon, and the moon's saying that as you're going through this cycle and as you're going through this change, and as all these things are cutting away from you, it's going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's growth, it's expansion, and it's all about the inner self. Yeah, this is conception. This is new, because the new moon is when it starts off dark and it grows big and big and big until it's a full moon. So this can talk about a 1-month cycle for you guys, until it comes round to the next new moon again, or it could be talking about a 2-week period for some of you, because it's that cycle of energy. But I feel like you're going through a lot of growth. You're tapping into your intuition, but you're looking for soul growth at the moment. That's the main thing for you guys this month. Yeah, I really do hope this has helped. Take care. If you'd like a personal reading, don't forget to hit me up on my website below or send me an email. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye-bye and happy birthday.